Yo, what's up, classmates? I'm your fellow students, Gerald de la Cruz Morales, and for today's video, we're going to talk about the early Filipino and the early indigenous science. A few moments later. So we are back again, guys. Did you know that the early Filipinos had their own culture and traditions before the coming of those colonizers? So, who are those colonizers? They are the Spain, American, Japan, yeah, that's it. So, their own system of belief and indigenous knowledge helped them to thrive and survive for many years. So, the first thing they did is to build a community, and the first step is to live near in the river. Makes sense to us that living near in the water is, plays a very important role in our life. Water means life for me. So if we're talking about the community, hindi mawala dyan ang barangay. Barangay plays a very important role in our society, and pinamumunuan siya ng isang datu or raha. Ang barangay, pumipili sila ng leader base sa edad. Kailangan 30 years old and above, and they have, of course, extent knowledge and physically fit. Of course, guys, sa foods and drinks, hindi dyan nawawala yung fire. And before we made a fire, they need 2 pieces of dry woods, then rubbing to each other, and it makes a thin flame. Bamboo, in the early Filipinos, they use it as a cup to drink water. The bamboo in the early Filipinos, wala pa sila ng kaserola, kawali. They only use palayok or kahoy, ganun. Doon na sila nagluluto. So let's talk about the tattoos. Tattoos have 2 meaning in the early Filipinos life that time. So the first one is to enhance their body beauty, and the second 2 is to show their war record. And right now we're talking about the cleanliness of the early Filipinos. So did you know, guys, that the early age Filipino was, for me, was the most cleanly people around the world that time. Until now, I think so, because we're always taking a bath every day. In the other country kasi, guys, bihira lang sila maligo kasi malamig dun sa kanila. And sa ibang country naman, wala silang ganong water, which tayo kasi sobrang thankful natin, kasi mayaman tayo sa tubig, kaya nakakaligo tayo everyday, and sometimes nga 2 beses pa sa isang araw. Guys, before we proceed into another topic in another vlog, I would like to say it clearly that in the early Filipino stage, we have an indigenous certain knowledge that time. So kumbaga dumating yung mga colonizer, ayun, doon lang nag-improve yung ating pamumuhay. Pero before that, diba, meron na talaga tayong mga natutunan. Meanwhile, so we are back again, guys. For today's video, we're going to talk about the early and indigenous science. Let's go! Did you know, guys, that the early Filipinos used a indigenous science that time to know everything about our environment. They use it classmates for agricultural, for weather, and medical plants. And I have an example. So they're interpreting movements of heavenly bodies to predict seasons. For example guys, kapag uulan, no, malaman natin na parating na yung ulan kapag madilim na yung ulap, malakas na yung hangin, and even the animals, they get panic. So that is it guys. Indigenous science was very important in our life. It gives you a certain knowledge and understanding in our natural environment, and of course in coping with everyday life.
Technology and Metal Age. Technology. Technology is used by people building houses, irrigation, and developing tools that can be used in everyday life. They develop tools for planting, hunting, cooking, and fishing, for fighting their enemies during war or tribal conflicts, and for transportation both on land and waterways. They also develop technology in creating musical instruments. Metal Age. Metal Age. During Metal Age, artifacts were also found in different regions of country, which signify the early Filipino utilized these tools.
Hi, my name is Anton Janji Rindon from AIS-2A. Learning of science in school focuses on understanding different concepts related to the human body, plants, animals, and heavenly bodies. Technology focuses on using and developing house tools used in everyday life. Learning science that taught us about the different concepts that is related to the human body, plants, animals, and heavenly essential bodies. Science focuses in these different concepts to understand all of this. Technology focuses on using and developing house tools used in our everyday lives. Through the advanced technology, the developing of tools can be used in everyday life is a great help, especially for establishing a new house, and this is needed use of tools to build a house. Through the help of technology, our lives become easy because we can use different tools in easiest way. Life during the Spanish era slowly became modernized, adopting some Western technology and their ways of life. The Filipinos developed ways to replicate the technology brought by the Spaniards using indigenous materials. Medicine and advanced science were introduced in formal colleges and universities established by the Catholic orders. The life during Spanish era, our life became modernized because we adapt the Western technology and their ways of life. Technology that is brought by the Spanish in our country, our fellow Filipinos developed the ways to replicate the technology through and using the indigenous materials. When it comes to medicine and advanced science, this is all were introduced in formal colleges and universities, and this is established by the Catholic orders. The galleon trade brought additional technology and development in the Philippines. Although it's only beneficial for the Spaniard, these trades allowed other ideas, crafts, tools, cultural practices, technology, and Western practices to reach the country. Some Filipino students who were able to study in Europe also contribute to the advancement of medicine, engineering, arts, music, and literature in the country. Before Spanish came, the trading in our country is abundant and has a freedom to come products to other countries in Asia. Manila became as the center of trading in Asia because of good location, and when the Spanish found this, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi stating the opening of port in Manila for the galleon trade or trading. Galleon is a big ship of Spanish, and the ship brought the goods or products from Manila to Acapulco, and this is traveling for 1 year. This is known also as Manila-Acapulco or Manila-Acapulco trade. The trading in Manila outside the country were being closed, excluding Mexico. Those who have tickets can join in this trading.